Hi, this is Lori Marchese, and I'm here to talk to you about the power of project management. We're going to discuss an overview of the key elements that distinguish a project, relate to the 5 different process groups within a project, and then really focus upon the roles and responsibilities of the project manager. Now, project management is the process of organizing the way that changes are implemented efficiently within an organization. A project's defined as a temporary endeavor undertaken to accomplish a specific goal. A project creates a unique product, service, or result. Every project is temporary and unique. It has specific objectives. A project drives change and enables organizational value creation. Now, a project differs from operations because a project always has a definitive beginning and end. Every project has 3 main constraints. One is time, second, cost, third is scope. The project manager has to balance each of these elements in order to achieve the end goal of the project. Each has critical deliverables, actionable interim end results that lead to a successful project. The start of the project is the conception or initiation phase. It's really important that deliverables and milestones be agreed upon by the team at the start of the project, and it's helpful to have them written down and documented. Now, in process group 2, that's the planning stage. It's really important to define the scope, the budget, the schedule, all of the elements that are needed to execute the project, which leads us to the 3rd process group of execution. This is when the majority of the work is done and the time is spent on a project. But a process group 4, performance and control, that happens throughout the project. This is when we track and compare our efforts and make sure that our performance is leading us to the objectives we decided upon at the start of the project. And the 5th process group is project close. This is an important element of the project. Throughout, we took measurements, key performance indicators to quantify the success of a project related to each of the milestones. They were defined at the start of the project, and at the end of the project, we need to evaluate how did we do, think about how the team can improve for a subsequent project. Now, an important part of every project is the team working together on SMART goals. The goals of the project have to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Completing these SMART goals require the effort of everyone on the team. We generally focus on the functions that a project manager does. Importantly, they set the scope. What are the boundaries of the project? Planning is an important function that a project manager serves, identifying the tasks required to complete the project. Identifying the resources, both human and physical, required to complete the project is the estimating purpose of the project manager. Now, scheduling is developing the plan on when all of these tasks are going to happen. And then a project manager needs to be organized. The project manager is not just organizing their own time and efforts, but the project manager needs to make sure that all team members understand their unique roles and responsibilities. Now, one thing the project manager should never be is the general or a taskmaster barking out orders for when the tasks need to be done. Who's motivated on a project team by getting yelled at? Another thing the project manager should not be is a know-it-all. It is not the project manager's responsibility to do all of the tasks on the team. It's the project manager's responsibility to organize the team. Think of it this way. The project manager is more like a youth sports coach. The coach never sets foot on the playing field, kicking or running after the ball. But the coach organizes the game plan, practices the plays that are going to happen prior to the game. The coach ensures that the equipment and the resources that the players need are available. And the coach has to motivate the team, help the team adjust when obstacles happen on the playing field. A project manager has to demonstrate leadership qualities that inspire and motivate the team. That's how you win the game. Also, the project manager needs to consider the various perspectives from all team members. Learning thoughts from a diverse group of people provides for a better decision-making process throughout the entire project. The Project Management Institute estimates that 90% of the time that a project manager spends is on communication. Now, when we think about communication, the first things that comes to mind is communicating outward, sending emails, meeting notes, text messages to our team members. But a really important skill related to communication is listening. A good project manager listens carefully to their customers, their stakeholders, and the employees or volunteers involved in completing the project. The project manager also needs expertise in integration management, quality management, evaluating the resources related to the project. They need procurement skills in order to obtain those resources in a cost-effective manner, managing the needs of the overall stakeholders, the stakeholders being anyone directly and indirectly impacted by our project. Now, project management can be an extremely important aspect of organizational development. Effective project management ensures the meeting of customer and stakeholder expectations. Effective project management satisfies budget and time constraints. Project management skills are difficult to learn, but they're important to learn, and they require practice. Just like that sports team has to practice the plays, learn to adjust effectively, a good project manager practices their skills. There's a wide variety of information and techniques available within project management. A project manager could practice their technical skills by learning more about Gantt charts or Kanban for planning and improved decision-making techniques. The project manager might work on their soft skills on how to be a better project leader. Now, there's a quote by Mother Teresa that I think really exemplifies a great project manager. She says, "I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together, we can do great things." Figuring out the strengths and weaknesses of the team and leveraging communication skills leads the projects to success. And that is the real power of project management.